Welcome to Chironius TV. It is I, Chironius, and with me, man on the couch.
Yo, we have everything kind of working, and I have a bone to pick with you.
Something, couch man, I said it before, I'll say it again. I just want everybody to cheer the fuck up. I mean, seriously. You are...
If only we had finger cam.
Yeah, no finger cam. He is giving me the finger.
Oh my god, that's something we should introduce, the finger cam.
Cam.
Not face cam, just the finger cam.
Finger cam.
Yeah.
I tell you what, 90 followers equals finger cam.
Equals finger cam.
That's that is my firm promise. We will make that happen.
You'll never guess what happens at 100. We'll do our 11th finger, if you know what I'm getting at, yeah.
Sorry, I got a little lost in the sound of my own voice. I got to do.
I know it's dreamy.
Vocal checks, folks. So I'm also hearing we're starting to find our legs.
Oh, is that right? How are we sounding well though?
Oh yeah, we're sounding good.
Good.
Hot and tasty loser news and gossip for you, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from sunny South Florida.
Remember, we're on the moon.
Oh, right, we're on the moon.
Yeah. I'm making that canon. Fuck you.
I'm so okay with it. I'm so totally okay with. Speaking of being okay with things, or rather not being okay with things, Couchman asked me the other day if I had seen the Slender Man trailer in his usual overly enthusiastic, gerbily way.
Oh, fuck you.
I was hoping I was searching for a word to trigger you with. But
gerbily way. Did you ever see? Okay. Have you ever seen basketball?
Yes, I have. I have seen.
I will never practice gerbil kung fu ever again. I promised my dad. Dad, I'll never do it again. I promise you.
God. That was long ago.
Yep.
But speaking of long, there is a
penis.
I'm not going to let you derail me. I swear to God, that was my New Year's resolution.
Do not challenge me. Your doubt makes me stronger.
Will not be derailed. The Slender Man trailer. He asked me, "Oh my God, have you seen the Slender Man trailer yet?" And that is verbatim, by the way. And I was like, "No." And he's like, "What the hell, man?" He threw a shoe at my face.
Right. Because
this is kind of right up my alley. I'll admit it now. I'm a sucker for a good horror film, as well as I am a sucker for a good Western and a good whimsical film, a fantasy adventure.
A good whimsical film.
Yeah, I pretty much run the full spectrum of all types of movies. Yeah. Well, hey, if it's good, you're going to get me through the door. Things have to be done right in order for me to consider them worth my time. Yeah, I'm picky. I'm a snob. Mm-hmm. But, some might argue that I'm not really, because I've watched a lot of movies, some of them really, really horrible.
Right.
But I digress. Is the Slender Man movie going to be horrible? Well, I watched the trailer and
should we be playing the trailer right now?
Yeah, go ahead and roll the trailer.
Boom! Look at that. New Year's, new fun nonsense.
New format. Right. You should be seeing the trailer now.
We don't want
minus the audio.
The sound. That's my bad, people. That's my bad.
That's okay. But
yeah, actually, we can watch it as well, just straight off. So, okay, this is the thing. I know you have your own. Oh my God, it is a Sony picture. This is totally a Sony picture. Okay.
I've seen this trailer. I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's really it doesn't impress me.
See, this is the thing. Don't mind the man behind the curtain. This is the thing. When I first heard that this was going to be made into a movie, I thought it was going to be I don't want to say mockumentary, because mockumentary indicates that it's funny, right?
Yeah.
But like
a documentary about the killing that took place, which was supposedly inspired by this movie. This trailer has elicited a reaction from the family of the
Is that
of
what
the
it
victims.
is?
No, it's not what
Or
this
is
is.
physically like are we actually going to see Slender Man?
I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be about Slender Man, but yeah, I had also gotten the impression from rumors and gossip, which is why it's always important to take your rumor and gossip with a grain of salt, folks. Yeah, I saw that, and it's just like I don't know.
Oh, there you go. You kind of see him, I guess.
I'm not opposed to some gore here and there, but sometimes people just they either overdo it.
Oh, was that hold up? Do we have to sit there and go?
That better not have been the Slender Man because he looked kind of looked kind of weak.
Now we're going back. Okay, this was not what this was supposed to be, but okay, hold up. I don't want to go frame by frame here, but hold on one second. Hold up. We can get a better shot here.
There we go. That's.
I'm an extra from Stranger Things.
Yeah, he really doesn't look anything. He's got to have the suit, okay?
He doesn't. You're right.
Yeah, he does not have the suit. He just looks like a generic.
He looks really bad.
I don't think that's supposed to be him, or at least it's not the final incarnation of him.
He looks really. If this is really him, he looks really bad. You guys, I mean, how do you fuck up like a white face with no features whatsoever and a black suit and a red tie?
Yeah, that's got to be like the easiest costume to put together. I
really hope like the stream is able to like kind of make the definition. I'm kind of looking at the stream right now. You can kind of, depending on how well your TV is and everything else. We can kind of peek at more. Like what's going on? Like he looks super veiny.
He does. It looks like they're going for a bit more of a natural look.
Kind of looks like an embryo all grown up, even though that's just a human. But like
like a giant fetus.
Yeah, giant fetus. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, he looks like a giant fetus. I'm not a fan of this.
No, to be perfectly frank, this whole trailer was weak. It has not sold me on this movie.
We're letting it play still. Ugh.
I wanna be clear on this though, for people who might be confused. I don't find Slender Man particularly scary. I just think he's kind of cool.
And that's
in the same way that I might find a character like Freddy Krueger or Jason Voorhees kind of cool. They're not necessarily
that's disturbing as shit.
They're not necessarily scary. But they do have a sort of presence that makes them fun to watch.
Right. Okay, I will say this: badass font there. I like.
Okay, you can go and close that now. They don't need any more advertising from us.
Right. Okay. Okay, but this is the thing, yeah. All right, this is the thing right now. But to your knowledge. Like, I'm not going to sit there, and obviously this was a creepypasta. If you don't know what a creepypasta is, I don't know how the hell you found your way onto Twitch, let alone KTV.
We're super we're super indie underground,
kind of. But this is the thing. I haven't seen, at least not to my knowledge, has a creepypasta rose to the fame that Slender Man has had and now is getting. Has a creepypasta gone Hollywood before? I mean, we all know.
Besides Five Nights at Freddy's, well, that's not a creepypasta though.
Yeah, that's
you want to know what the thing is?
What?
Slender Man kind of even though they're not necessarily a creepypasta, Five Nights at Freddy's sort of falls into under the same umbrella as Slender Man because of how much the kids like it. That's the thing I've noticed. Kids are a big fan of these properties. Things like Jeff the Killer or Jeff the Killer, Five Nights at Freddy's, Slender Man,
Smiley Guy or whatever he's called.
Yeah, it's well, I mean, not so much the Smiley Guy, but these characters have brandability.
I love how you shat on the only dude I sat there. He's like, no, not that one. He
Well,
sucks.
I mean, I haven't seen any fan art of Smile Guy, Smile Man, whatever.
Right.
You know, but I've seen plenty of fan art about the FNAF people, the Slender Man, and of course Jeff the Killer. I've also seen fan art of Salad Fingers, and let me tell you, that is a very soul crushing experience seeing that kind of thing. My point being is
God, Salad Fingers. If you don't know what we're talking about, please wait and wherever you are, just wait until the morning, because it will be one of those. Either it's going to freak you out and you won't go to bed, or you're going to sit there and think way too hard on what the fuck he actually means.
I don't know which category I fell in, honestly. See, that's a movie I wouldn't mind seeing, the Salad Fingers movie. No, I'm totally kidding.
I was going to say.
I am totally kidding. Salad Fingers belongs strictly on Newgrounds and maybe YouTube.
Yeah, let that be its own fucking thing. But so, like, okay.
To that, actually, to that end, do you think that the same thing might be true of Slender Man?
I hate to say it, no.
No?
I think Slender Man, I think Five Nights at Freddy's, I think there's a lot of great things, especially when you go into something like Reddit or you know, wherever you go compile all these creepypastas. I think they are great source material for scary movies. I mean, it's the same damn thing as it's just this generation's Campfire. Because absolutely, this whole like thing, like in the 90s when you were in, you know, Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts, whichever one you were in, sitting around the damn campfire and telling these, you know, oh, and then, you know, the guy has a hook for the hand and he goes, I know what you did last summer and shit like that. Like fucking that's always Hollywood.
She's
will
been
always
dead for 3 years.
Exactly. Hollywood will always take whatever the hell it can. Slender Man could be amazing. I actually hate the fact that we could sit there and pause the damn thing for the trailer and look at Slender Man. I should not know what the fuck to tell you the honest truth, that should have been the easiest. You and I could make that movie. You and I can make a really good Slender Man. Because you know how you do it, you don't ever fucking show Slender Man. You do it the exact same way another great horror movie did it. Fucking Jaws. Yeah, I understand he wanted to have Jaws in there like all the time and blah, 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 because, you know, whatever, but he didn't have the money for it. You should not spend over
there shouldn't be a
$500,000 on this fucking movie. And I even think that's
there shouldn't be a CG Slender.
No. Like, if anything, everybody, okay, the group of people that you are going to sit there and try to get to go to this movie are the people that know what the fuck Slender Man is. Yeah. So you have people my age group. We're in the both same age group, and maybe some, you know, teens, right?
Yeah.
The only thing you should see of Slender Man might be the red fucking tie flying in the wind somewhere. I think that would be fine.
Or a vague, indistinct shadow.
Yes, absolutely.
Just like his origins, in which which he was always pictured like in the background of children playing on the playground and stuff like that. That's that would definitely be a huge. So yeah, well, I don't know. Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
I don't know.
We need a cough button,
right?
But anyway, it almost sounds like you're saying it shouldn't be a Hollywood movie, even though I know you're saying it does.
I truly
you just don't think that they're going to do it right.
They're not going to do it right.
I agree. I don't think for 1 minute they're good. That trailer, if that trailer was supposed to entice me, it failed miserably because honestly, that just seems like I want to say like a hard pass. I'll probably see it when it comes out to DVD, not before.
Man, I would have to be 3 drinks in, and it has to be free on Netflix or something. Like I would have to be able to see it for free, and it's not going to be in a movie theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
really the only way.
As for Five Nights at Freddy's, I would not want to see that movie. You couldn't pay me to see that movie.
You know, it is being made into a movie, right?
I don't care.
I just wanted to
if it's being made into a movie, whatever. But you're not going to get me into that theater unless you make the move that I have been suggesting that could make any horror movie 1,000 times better. Is if Ash Williams is the security guard.
Oh.
Can you imagine all the hilarious yet gory slapstick things that could happen if Ash Williams were guarding the Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria?
Fuck that. I just want that to be the video game.
All the amazing wisecracks he'd be able to make, all the situations he could get in. That's the Five Nights at Freddy's movie I would watch.
Dude, how many freaking times is Freddy Fazbear gonna chomp down on his crotch?
I want to see him getting chased around by foxy heads, just the heads sitting there snapping at his ankles as he's running through, just being himself, the king of horror comedy.
Right. This is okay. You bring that up, right? This is my thing. I don't understand why just the horror community doesn't sit there and just go, screw it. Let's just jump the shark, but jump the shark in the most glorious Evel Knievel-esque way possible and just go Freddy versus Jason versus Ash.
Yeah.
Do it.
I think that was made into a comic, but yes, I would love to see that made into an actuality. Make that a movie. I would absolutely watch that. Because guess what? The Freddy versus Jason movie kicked ass. I don't care what anybody says.
No, it wasn't bad.
That was the versus movie. Batman versus Superman might have been a disappointment, but Freddy versus Jason did not disappoint. Both characters were at their absolute best.
Best, I'll argue best, but I'll say did not disappoint.
Okay, fair enough. But like I said, any movie would be made better. Any horror movie would be made better if Ash Williams were in it.
Right.
I would definitely go see the Ash versus Slender movie. That would be great too. But I don't think that's going to happen. So I'm not going to go to theaters to see this movie. I'm afraid.
No.
Not unless I see a better trailer, something that, because with a trailer you're supposed to put your best foot forward, and I feel like this wasn't their best. If you might have something good to offer there, but I don't know. Maybe I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's just that they didn't want to give away all the best parts, which they would have if they showed anything else in the trailer, because that definitely didn't seem like the best there.
No, man. I don't know, man. I mean, even when it started off with those weird, here's maggots, here's that eyeball they're poking.
Oh yeah,
you can sit there and tell, they just don't really effing know.
You know what else? I'm glad you brought that up. The whole the whole Twitch-O-Vision thing that went out of style, that stopped being frightening in the 90s. I mean, seriously, we saw it in what is it? The Ring. And now
okay,
every movie
talking about now, yeah.
Every ghost movie since has been using that. I think the worst the worst place it's been implemented in has been in The Messengers. Oh my God, was that abysmal?
Wait, what was The Messengers? This non-functioning mic should not be in the middle of your face.
It was this mediocre horror movie about it was. I almost want to say it was just a rehash of Poltergeist. This family moves into this house that's built on a cemetery or something, and this kid sees this ghost, and they took what they saw on The Grudge and The Ring, and they cranked that dial to the knob popped off. You know, with the twitchiness, just in general,
Awesome.
almost to the point of being hilarious, but you know, falling just short to where it just made me pissed off. Mm-hmm. There's another thing that's sort of like, you know, okay, I'm not really interested.
Right.
So I hate to say it, but this trailer has not sold me.
No, it just.
Speaking of sold, I don't know if I'm sold yet on the Conan game, but I remember we were watching a trailer for it earlier. It's been out for a while on PC.
Okay. Do you want me to pull that up real quick?
No, that's cool.
Okay.
But it is coming out for the PS4.
PS4, Xbox, yeah.
Xbox, yeah. Well, see, I should work on that. I don't have an Xbox, so I tend to forget. Other people do. You're all just like me.
Not a lot though. Not a lot of people have the Xbox.
Really?
Yeah, no. Sales are, you know, in North America are okay, dude. Are we all of a sudden popular?
Yeah, we're getting retweets and the like. Thank you guys.
No shit. Oh, damn. Okay.
That's yeah. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, but back to Conan. I believe it's Conan Exile.
Conan Exiles. Yeah, it's another one of those open world gather resources games, which I as fun as they can be, it's like it's getting to the point where that's almost like it's the only genre of game out there. I mean, Fallout does it. 7 Days to Die, Minecraft. It's like how many different Minecraft clones are we going to see? You know, it's like it could be fun. But
yeah, it is.
Really,
Conan Exiles.
I remember watching a game where people were playing. You showed me a stream where people were playing it and flopping dong everywhere.
I was gonna say that's why you buy this game, because it shows full nudity and you can sit there and have a flopping donger. Okay?
Call me crazy.
Hilarious.
Call me crazy, couch man. But
Crazy.
A flopping dong is not a selling point for me.
Not only is there a flopping dong, in your character creator, there is a dong slider. Tell me how many other games has a dong slider?
I don't want to think about the dong slider.
Why not? I never want to flapping in the wind each and every way.
I never want to hear the words dong slider and your video game grouped in the same sentence, okay?
I think it's brilliant. No, okay, so you're totally against this.
Not totally against it. It's not something I'm sold on. You know, it's like I'd play it if it was there. You know, if somebody were just like, oh, here, I want to borrow my copy. I'm like, all right, fine, I'll give it a shot. But I'm not gonna run out and buy it. That's the thing.
Okay, and like right now, I'm looking up at screenshots on just the phone. Like when we were talking about this, you know, off thing, you sat there. Like one of your biggest things, you're like, oh, I got really excited. I thought this was a.
Oh yeah,
another,
okay, yeah. When I heard that there was a Conan game, I thought, oh, cool. We get another game like the one that came out for the Xbox 360, and if it came out for the PS3, I don't know. Feel free to look that up for me or whatever. And tell me I'm an idiot for not mentioning it. Whatever.
Don't worry, you're an idiot.
That game was cool. You know, that game was the Conan experience, and that's really what I want. You know, is if there's going to be a Conan game, you know, Conan's chief guiding forces are kill monsters, get loot, fuck bitches. That is Conan. That is the Conan triumvirate right there.
Okay, I was waiting for you to do that. Okay, you brought up monsters. And what was the triumvirate again?
The triumvirate. The triumvirate.
Whatever. Fuck you.
Of Conan is kill hideous, unspeakable horrors. Get gold. Fuck bitches.
Okay. I will tackle the fuck bitches part first. You can't fuck bitches without a wiener.
Can you fuck bitches in the game?
You have a wiener in the game.
I mean, yeah, but that's not telling me what I need to know.
If it's there, I guarantee there's something to do with it, just like, anything else. But monsters here, I'm going to show you a picture of a city and a monster that you will have to fend off from your city.
Oh.
And then give me that back.
That's a pretty Conan monster right there.
Then you also have enemy tribes. And then here's another monster.
We really should have had this queued up.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. No,
And that's a stone golem or something.
oh,
Like,
wow.
this is the thing. Like, okay, now with that being, and those are all screenshots, and yes, I've actually seen those actually in gameplay and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
You have your monsters. You have the killing and conquering. And you have a penis, which you hope can lead to sexy fun time.
I mean, it's the...
What has it not given you?
It's what it doesn't need. Okay.
What does it...
For one thing,
what?
I can't ever recall seeing Conan's dong. For another thing, I can...
Did you ever want to see Conan's dong?
Absolutely not. I've never seen I've never seen Conan build a shelter. That's another thing. He doesn't really call anything home. Conan is a man of the elements. He'll throw himself out there because he didn't give a shit. He's not scared of the cold. He's not scared of the heat. He's not scared of anything. So he just throws himself out into it. So I don't see him digging a hole. I don't see him gathering crops. I see him getting gold and buying shelter for the night and buying food if necessary. Like there is a Conan story in which he hears of a mountain that's haunted and infested by demons, and people are warning him not to go there. He's like, what I'm gonna fucking do? I'm gonna go up to that goddamn mountain, and he does. He goes up to the mountain. He spends the night there, and that's when the demons come along and start attacking him. And then he just fends them all off in a glorious bloody slaughter. That's Conan.
You see, but this, like, there might be an event that closely resembles that in this game. If it was a linear game, you better sit there and pray that, okay, that's the source material they pulled from, and we're going to go do that thing. I think this, believe you me, and this is the other thing, $30. $30, I'm buying it, okay? I'm buying it. I'm a sucker for these types of games. I love them to death. And it's fucking Conan. This is one of the most metal damn things on this planet.
That's the other thing. You're not playing as Conan.
That's fine. I don't want to play as Conan. I'm not that metal. I might be even more metal. All right? I'm going to have this bitchin' red beard, and I'm not wearing pants throughout the entire thing.
You're playing as a dumb, faceless avatar who's just going to be, hark, adventurer. Never referred to as Conan. I want the Conan experience. I want to be Conan.
I want to be better than Conan.
Oh, see, that's not possible.
I don't know, man.
Unless you're Wolverine, in which case, because there was a comic where Conan and Wolverine actually fought, and Wolverine kind of beat him.
What?
Not surprising.
Wow, that's fucking cheating.
Well, yeah, Conan gets sucked into the X-Men universe, and he sees Wolverine, flips out, and starts fighting him, and then Wolverine cuts off his hand. And this is just as that universe is about to end, by the way. So at the same time, Wolverine gets sucked into Conan's universe just before his previous universe ends. Go find that comic if you can, folks.
That sounds pretty fucking stupid.
Yeah.
As much as I want to say that sounded metal, that sounds pretty fucking stupid.
Yeah, no, it's not great, but what do you want? It was a long time ago. I don't know if even anybody knew who Conan was at that point.
Right. But and that's the other thing. I think this game is brilliant because it is bringing people into a universe that has been in the most recent years neglected and basically bastardized. With as much as I love Jason Momoa, I almost wish they would.
Oh, that movie
was
horrible.
I wish they would try it again now, because I think Jason Momoa is a little bit more badass right now.
Okay, let me qualify that. Not horrible. Just it wasn't the Conan movie I would have wanted.
Yeah.
It was there was just something so generic about it.
Right. But like Conan was such like a weird, like, even I don't even think the when it was a thing, right? I would have loved to have been alive for that first like few months when it was in theaters, because I don't think it did that well in theaters. I think it did all right, and then it made some money in the box offices because it found its, awesome little do it. Oh, you were yawning. I was like, he was gonna sneeze, folks. But I think this is a great way to bring people back into it, especially when, like, what were they gonna do? Were they gonna Photoshop effing Schwarzenegger in there and be like, here's Conan, you guys? Like, I don't even think you can find Conan in this game, which I kind of think is a cool thing.
I don't know if I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm just saying that I'm not sold on it.
Not even for $30.
No, because I've reached that point in my gaming career where I've got to really think about what I spend my money on.
Yeah,
right. It's like, am I going to get my money's worth out of this game? Is the game going to include microtransactions? And if so, how bad, how soulless, how grubby is it going to be?
Are we skipping some things now? What's going on?
No.
Tell me if you just pulled an audible. But yeah. No, I totally agree with you. I think we're both at that time where it's like, oh, I can't buy every effing game under the sun.
Yeah.
Right.
It's going to happen to you too, kids.
Yeah. Don't ever grow up.
Don't think I wasn't saying the same thing when I was your age. When I was your age, a gamer for life. It's like, I mean, I'm still a gamer, but now I got to be more sensible about what games I buy, how often I buy them.
Yeah, I was saying the same thing too. No, Mom, don't worry. I'm not watching anything. The door's just locked for other reasons.
Like I said, I want to see another one that's like the one for the previous generation of gaming consoles.
Right.
Because that game was neat. That was the
that was neat.
That was the Conan experience I would have hoped for. By the way, if no one out there knows what the hell we're talking about, look up the Conan books. Even if it's just the novels, but there's also graphic novels of it too, which I highly recommend because the illustrations are gorgeous. Check those out. You will not regret it. It's a fantasy experience that really revolutionized the whole genre of fantasy. Mm-hmm. I mean, you're doing something right when everybody tries to copy you. After the freaking Conan movie hit theaters, everybody was doing what is commonly referred to as the sword and sandals fantasy. Like, everybody was doing the barbarian with the fur loincloth running around with a sword. Right. Whether it was good or it was bad, didn't matter. Everybody was doing it.
Did Conan come out before or after Hercules in New York?
Hercules in New York. God. I've never sat through that movie all the way through. I wish I had.
We might have to do a review on it.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
I love that.
Look at me, look at my muscles, they're all so oily. And he's like putting the oil on.
Shh, you're giving away the plot.
Yeah, seriously. That's the entire movie, folks.
My muscles.
Oh, they are so thick. Oh, so burly.
Oh, Arnie.
We love you, man.
Yeah.
You gave us a never-ending entertainment.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, I'm about ready to say something completely outrageous. He might be the best thing ever in Hollywood. Because even his shit can put smiles on anybody's faces. And when you go good Schwarzenegger, you go T2 Schwarzenegger, no critic can fucking shit on his face. he is the king. When he is his A+, he's his A+. Like, there's nothing that can beat him. When he's shit, there's nothing that can beat him being shit either. But God damn it, does he know how to do shit really well.
Have you seen
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man. The Muffin Man. No. Have you seen The Muffin Man?
Oh my God, I would really pay a lot of money to hear him just
Yeah,
read
me too.
children's books.
Please read to me, Arnie.
All right, boys and girls. This
Gather around. I'm going to read you a story. That was a terrible Arnie impersonation, by the way. Have you seen that commercial where he is? It's like a Japanese ramen noodle commercial.
No.
Oh my God.
I've seen the Robert De Niro ramen noodle commercial,
Oh wow.
which
Yeah.
I always thought, like, he should really punch his agent right in the larynx and hope he dies.
You really need to have to talk with your agent.
That motherfucker got fired right after that.
I don't think Arnie's because you were talking about when Arnie is being shit.
Yeah.
That's an example of good shit. Is Arnold Schwarzenegger doing a Japanese ramen noodle commercial? Arnold Schwarzenegger.
What is okay?
Just if you ever get the chance, look it up on YouTube.
That
just
should
type
be-
in Arnold Schwarzenegger ramen noodles, whatever.
Yeah, that has to be really easy to find too.
Yeah,
Right.
I just that broke me for a whole 5 minutes. I was just staring at my phone, like, what the hell?
Like, what
did I just
was
watch?
what was the worst thing he actually did?
The worst thing he actually did? I don't
And
know.
Don't say housemaid or governor, because he was actually okay being the governor.
Hey, whatever. I wasn't all that fond of Jingle All the Way.
put down the cookie.
You
Yeah,
didn't
I mean,
like
there
that?
there were good moments in it, but like for the most
It's
part,
turbo time.
Come on. No, but you're right. But it wasn't like I'm thinking like shit because it was shit. Like, there were still moments in that where you're like, oh, thank God it's Arnie in this.
I kind of want to watch it again because it's been a long time. It wasn't. The
Oh,
last time I saw it was when that movie first came out on video. So it's quite a significant gap
Right.
between now and since I last watched it. So
Oh, it's still a garbage
I'm sure it's-
story, but like it's still Arnie being fucking Arnie.
yeah, which is but I would just because I've noticed that going back and watching something that you saw as a kid with your adult eyes, there's
Wrecks it.
yeah, well, no, it either wrecks it or makes it awesome. That's something I've noticed about that, because there have been things that I thought were great when I was a kid and just think are horrible now. Power Rangers is a sterling example of the latter. But things that I think are great, yeah, it's Invader Zim, for example. Oh, I see you cracking up over there.
Okay, Invader Zim is a great example of, dude, I was a pretty awesome kid. I'm not going to lie. Me and my buddy had this same thing of, let's go back and watch some Power Rangers. Mm-hmm. And, like, me and him are 2 to 3 years apart. Like, I'm the older. So, like, me, I'm like, I'm going back to the OG. Mighty Morphin. He's like, I really wasn't down with that jam. My shit was like Turbo and crap like that. I was like, Turbo's for pussies. And you have two grown men sitting at a bar drinking and arguing about fucking which Power Rangers was the best. And obviously, I was right because the Green Ranger, suck it. All right here, just suck it.
Oh no, I watched I started watching the Mighty Morphins after for the first time in years because of the release of that movie, which I've no doubt is equally atrocious.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it. I'm not going to see it. I'm not going to devote time to seeing it. I'm not going to spend money on it.
It's not that bad.
You know what?
Is it great? Is it good? No. Is it okay? Meh, debatable. But it's not that bad. Goldor is atrocious. I will say that.
Yeah, my point being that it was well, okay. Let's go ahead. We've got time. Let's go ahead and dissect that movie again, because we dissected it on Loserville, but that was eons ago, and nobody knows what the hell I'm even talking about anyway.
Wait, you want to dissect the Power Rangers movie? Hold up, let me pull something up here.
Okay, go ahead.
You do you for right now.
I'll set this up.
Right.
A while back, when we were doing Loserville on North Coast Underground, I would
do the full movie. You want to just watch the entire movie right now?
No, this isn't a reaction channel. The reaction channels are you know what? I'm not even going to go into that. I'm just not.
Okay.
They're garbage. Reaction channels are garbage.
Okay.
But the Power Rangers movie, you had asked me what would make it better, and I said if the whole movie were done exactly as the old show were done. If we were dealing with something where it was a bunch of grainy footage of the Rangers in their silly little costumes, their cloth costumes with their motorcycle helmets.
Oh, God, I do remember this conversation now.
If they had if they had the kaiju force perspective filmography style, yeah, look, freaking enhanced strength.
But that's what the suits. Okay, keep on going before I lose my shit.
This is just like a ripoff of Guyver. Okay, it's like at least with Power Rangers, it was more or less its own thing. Oh, that is so hideous.
Okay, I will not defend their their Alpha
5, yeah.
Alpha 5 design, because you could have put a damn Roomba in there and it would have been fine.
And look at these generic ass rock monsters.
But they're fucking putties.
I know they're supposed to be the putties because somebody told me they were supposed to be the putties. If I was to look at those things, I would just think the freaking what?
They never kiss in the movie.
Oh, so you got false advertising on top of everything else.
No, but you would like that because it never sits there. They never there's kind of some weird
there is one
tension in there, but they don't ever play onto it.
There is one thing that I did like about this. It had nothing to do with the actual movie itself.
Uh-huh.
I liked the way the actress playing Rita Repulsa went on a sort of Twitter campaign and was sitting there playing it up like she was actually Rita Repulsa.
Oh, okay.
That was cute. You know, it's like okay, that's not the most horrible thing in the world. But go back and look at Goldar.
Okay, no, we're just gonna let this
go back to Goldar.
Okay.
Skip ahead.
You're not gonna get me arguing on how crap Goldar is. I told